Are you just so tired of emotional roller coaster? Of feeling like you're stuck in a horrible dating groundhog day, attracting the same partner over and over again? The relationship ends and the next one begins with a different face, but has the exact underlying feeling of anxiety, of walking on eggshells, of losing yourself. If you're ready to break free from that exhausting pattern and you're ready for a love that feels safe, secure, and genuinely supportive, then you are in the right place. I'm going to share 5 practical, no fluff steps to help you break that toxic relationship pattern for good and finally make some space for healthy, fulfilling partnerships that you actually deserve. These aren't just quick fixes, they are deep foundational shifts that will change how you see yourself and the kind of love you let into your life. So, if you're ready to take back control of your love life, let's get into it. Step 1: become an emotional detective. Acknowledge the pattern. The first step, and you absolutely cannot skip this one, is to become an emotional detective in your own life. You have to look the pattern right in the eye and acknowledge it. It's so easy to blame bad luck or say, I just have a type. But a toxic attraction pattern is almost never random. It's usually driven by powerful forces. We are not even aware of that. Many of us are subconsciously drawn to relationship dynamics that feel like our earliest connections, even if those were unstable or unhealthy. Your brain isn't looking for what's best for you, it's looking for what's familiar. So if chaos, criticism, or feeling like you have to earn love were present in your childhood, a calm or stable relationship might feel unexciting for your nervous system. This can lead to something called a trauma bond. This isn't just about being used to chaos. It's a powerful emotional hook created by a cycle of intense highs and lows, like mistreatment, followed by sudden affection. Your brain gets wired to crave the good times so much that it endures the bad, mistaking that intense roller coaster for deep love. So here's your first action step: grab a journal and map out your relationship history. Don't just list the names for each major relationship. Write down how it started, how it felt day to day, and how it ended. And then ask yourself, what were the common themes? Did I always feel anxious, ignored, or like I was responsible for their moods? Did I keep picking partners who were emotionally unavailable, controlling, or unreliable? Now, let me be crystal clear. This is not about blaming yourself. Someone else's behavior is never your fault. This is about reclaiming your own power by understanding your blueprint. You cannot change a pattern until you see it for what it is. Step 2: rebuild your foundation. Radical self compassion and care. Once you've stared the pattern in the face, you might feel a tidal wave of tough emotions, regret, anger, maybe even shame. That's why step 2, it's all about rebuilding your foundation with radical self-compassion and self-care. You have to forgive yourself. You cannot build a healthy future if you're still beating yourself up over the past. We accept the love we think we deserve, and that is a belief shaped by your past. If your self esteem is in the gutter, you're most likely to tolerate mistreatment because you doubt your own value or are terrified of being alone. Toxic people are masters at spotting and exploiting these insecurities, making you feel lucky to have them while chipping away your confidence. This is where self care stops being about bubble baths and becomes a revolutionary act. It's about proving to yourself with your own actions that you are worthy of kindness and care. Think of it as mental health care. It's essential for resetting a nervous system that has been fried by long term stress. So, your second action is to schedule a non negotiable time for yourself. Get back to your hobbies, activities that reinforce who you are outside of a relationship. It's time to reconnect with the you that got lost along the way. What did you love to do before this last relationship? What makes you feel capable, creative, or peaceful? Make a list and start doing one of these things a week. When you start building your self worth from the inside, you stop needing someone else to fill a void. You become whole by your own. And remember, be gentle with yourself. Healing isn't a straight line, it's messy, it's beautiful, it's a powerful process. Step 3: draw your line in the sand. Set and enforce boundaries. Step 3 is where all the inner world starts to blend with the real world. Think of boundaries as the fence around your property. They are clear limits that protect your emotional and mental space. Having a weak or non existent boundaries is like having your front door wide open. It's an invitation for people to take advantage. Toxic relationships thrive on boundary violation. Maybe a partner is always late, checks your phone, dismisses your feelings, or pressures you into things. Every time a boundary gets crossed without a consequence, the standard for what you'll accept will drop a little lower each time. So, what does setting a boundary actually sounds like? It's not a threat or an ultimatum. It's a calm, clear statement about what you need and what you will do if need isn't met. For example, let's say a partner constantly makes jokes at your expense in front of your friends. A boundary sounds like this: I feel hurt and disrespected when you make jokes about me in public. I need that to stop. If it happens again, I'm going to leave the party. Now, you see the structure. When I do X, I feel like Y. I need Z. If you continue to do X, I will do an action you control. You aren't controlling them. You are controlling your own actions in order to protect your peace. This will feel awkward as hell if you are a people pleaser, but a healthy relationship is based on respect. A partner who respects you will respect your limits. A partner who whines about it, pushes you, or repeatedly forgets your boundaries is waving a giant red flag. They practically tell you what you need to know. Before we hit our final two steps, I want you to pause for a second. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is one boundary you're committing to setting in your life starting today? It can be big or small. Sharing it makes it real. I read all the comments and I know This community will be here to cheer on you. Rewrite your love story. Challenge and reframe your beliefs. Step 4 is about the story you're telling yourself about love. So many of us are walking around with old toxic scripts playing on a loop in our heads, and we don't even notice. To get a different ending, you have to rewrite the story. Let's be real, our culture sometimes glorifies messed up relationships. Think about all the movies and songs were true. Looks like intense drama, jealousy, suffering, or trying to fix a broken person. These myths are dangerous because they make codependency and emotional turmoil seem romantic. It's time to call bullshit on those scripts. Does love have to be chaotic, all consuming fire to be real? Or it can be quiet, a warm place of safety and consistent support. Your action step here is to redefine what healthy love looks like for you. Healthy relationship have some non-negotiables. Trust your partner. Open communication where you can both share how you feel without fear. Mutual respect and you genuinely admire each other. Individualism where you own have your own friends and your own hobbies. Get that journal back out. Write down what a healthy partnership would look like instead of the intense fights just mean we're passionate. Try we communicate our disagreements with respect. Instead of I love them so much I do anything. Try we support each other's well-being and individual goals. You have to consciously kick out the old, disempowering beliefs and replace them with new ones. Your new mantra is I deserve a love that feels safe. I deserve a partner that respects me. My happiness is my job. Trust your inner compass. Recognize red flags and choose differently. This brings us to our fifth and final step, learning to trust your gut again. This is about spotting the red flags early and, most important, having the guts to do something about them. After a toxic relationship, your ability to trust your own judgment can be shot. You may have been gaslit into believing you're too sensitive, you're too needy, or just plain crazy. The goal is to recalibrate your inner compass. Your feelings are your data. If you constantly feel anxious, on edge, or like you have to shrink yourself to keep someone happy, this is a massive red flag. Do not ignore it. A healthy partner will listen to your worries. A toxic one will dismiss them. Get familiar with the classic red flags. Love bombing, where they try to overwhelm you with affection at start, isolating you from friends and family, and controlling behavior, or giving you the silent treatment to punish you. Your final action step is to commit to walking away when a relationship doesn't meet your new standards. This is the hardest part. The fear of being alone is a powerful glue that keeps people stuck. But you have to reframe being single as an opportunity for you to grow, not as a failure. Take your time to yourself, do the inner work. Choosing differently means you might have to disappoint some people. It means you might be single for a while, but it also means that you are finally choosing your long term well being over short term validation. You are finally choosing yourself. You have the power to decide who gets to be in your life. So there you have it, the 5 steps to breaking your relationship pattern for good. Let's do a quick recap. Acknowledge your patterns without any blame. Get serious about self compassion and self care. Set and enforce clear, healthy boundaries. Ditch the old myths and define what a healthy love looks like for you. Listen to your gut and spot the red flags. Be brave enough to walk away. Breaking this cycle is a journey. It takes courage, honesty, and real commitment to yourself. But please hear me when I say this. It's 100% possible. You are worthy of a healthy, respectful, and joyful love. You have the power to heal and to create a brand new path for yourself, one that leads to the incredible relationship you've always deserved. Thank you so much for watching. If this video hit home, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And for more on building healthy relationships, check out my social media channels: TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll see you there.